prize for the game we have today. A battle that puts the spotlight on these two great institutions as we wait to see who will walk out with a sharp piece of hardware. A live look at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. It's the Minnesota Golden Gophers and the Wisconsin Badgers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this when Holly Rowe has the latest.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. The Badgers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off-play action on first down. Can hold on in the face of the contact. Let's take a minute just to think about Minnesota. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations, and this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
In traffic, it's Smith. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. All this intensity, all this build-up for an axe. What kind of axe do you have at your place, David?
Well, I have the body spray, but no, this rivalry obviously means so much. These programs built so similar to each other. So many tough guys on this football field wanting to come out here and swing that axe.
They give it to him again. Pulled to the ground.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Moving the pocket, it's Lindsey. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and, you know, that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Try to march their way in. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Decision coming up here. I'm kicking a field goal, though, David. First drive of the game. You want to pay it off and just put some points up on it.
Well, and see, I'd go for the touchdown because here's the thing. I'm going to make them go the length of the field, almost 100 yards. Even if I get stopped, I'm starting this game aggressive.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. Max going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's West. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The give. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Rolls right. He'll try to do it himself. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, is the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Pulls it, trying to get the corner.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Throwing Joseph. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Right at the line. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And you got to love that 3rd down, man. 3rd and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on 3rd and short, getting that next set of downs.
Motion from the wideout. Snap on first down, wants to throw. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Making the adjustment on the play. Joseph spits it out to the back. Makes the grab over the middle. They've got him corralled.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Dupree. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Hey, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick decisions, and he's throwing the ball with a lot of conviction. You can tell this guy watched a lot of film. He has the answers to the test early in this game.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll ride him again. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Throwing Joseph. Oh, pressure's coming. Finds his target. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. Out wide left, it's Tracy. Makes the grab, and down immediately, he picks up a few.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Taylor has it. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. Trying the left side. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Changing the routes with his receivers. They'll move the wide receiver. Joseph. They're all over him. Buried before he completes.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That sack's on him, not the O-line. 3rd down coming. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws into the middle of the field. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Off and running. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack, now you watch. They've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
They'll give it to him again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing Joseph. Makes a catch. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. RPO complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Joseph. Setting up the screen. Touchdown, Badger! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A 70-yard touchdown drive. They close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Got a little space. There he goes. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The Golden Gophers want to move quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. The Gophers will take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Got his man. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Shoots it to the left. Dangerous throw on that one.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. These corners going to give these receivers some space. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Right side, it's Tracy. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they'll send out the field goal unit trying to tie it up late in the half. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 4 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Hawkeyes with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The victory closes the chapter on a 5-7 regular season. Disappointing, but those seniors go out with a victory.
The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throwing Joseph. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And the Badgers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Fires to the tight end. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. Joseph. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. So the turnover sets up their first drive of this second half, and they'll have an opportunity to take the lead.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Running inside the 20. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Moving out to the right. Touchdown, Minnesota! And that one will give them the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Throwing Joseph. It's complete to the right. Inside the 40. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Badgers will have it 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Rigby. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Keeps it himself. He'll pitch it. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Joseph. Caught. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback. Throwing a curl route into zone coverage, you've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw a cannon this QB has.
From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph fires into the end zone. Intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give is to Taylor. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
To the air, it's Lindsey. Out wide right, it's Taylor. Makes the grab in their space. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
They're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down to the air. Makes the grab. It's Helms. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the 4th quarter. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first. Throws to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Taylor has him. He's stopped.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Grabs it in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy. But the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He's got it. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Golden Gophers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Got it. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Throwing Joseph. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That ball came out a little late, and it was almost picked off.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Still looking. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Again, it's Joseph. Fires to the wideout. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Joseph fires left. Got a man. It's Brooks. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Again, it's Joseph. Still looking to his right. Throwing on the run. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. He's changing the play. Throwing Joseph. Here comes the heat. And he avoids the sack.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions. Trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Joseph. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
What a disappointment. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. And that last field goal miss really changes the strategy. You're still up 2 possessions, and you got an opportunity to work the clock. Just smothered on the play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And man, is it nice just to have this guy right here. Like, give him the football, and they're going to give it to him early, and they're going to give it to him often. And a lot of times we see, man, late in the games, just like right here, he makes those big plays, wears down the defenses, and he is a handful late.
He'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
All over him immediately.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Right side, it's Johnson. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
The give is to Taylor. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped with a 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
With a minute 52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota! Meadow on the end zone. He's got it. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. And fellas, I tell you, the Gophers are starting to give the Badgers the business end of that axe.
Yes, they are, Reese. I tell you what, the Gophers taking the lead in this rivalry game late in the ball game, Palmer, they are set up with the way they're built. They're in a good spot.
Yeah, when you think back to all the great games in this rivalry between these two schools, it usually comes down to the team that's the most physical. And so far here, it's been the Gophers being physically dominant in the trenches.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Joseph. He's taking a deep shot. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third